guys, Darren here. Thanks for joining the Stock Option Market Weekly Update for the week of August 19th, 2024. Today we're going to talk about where we are in the market year to date in the S&P 500. We're going to talk about the different sectors, how they've performed. We're going to look at the economic news and the different sectors and how they're performing as well. And then we're going to jump into the live trades on the option trading platform. Please be sure and hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps to get the video out to more people. Also, be sure and download the free options workshop in the link below as well. It talks about the two main benefits of trading options over buying stocks. There's also a paid course if you want to dig into the options a little bit deeper. Use the link below and open an account with Moomoo. You can get 8.1% on uninvested cash and up to 15 free stocks. It's a zero commission online trading platform and brokerage. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not recommending trades. Please do your own research, and if you're new or learning options, I recommend you start small. All right, guys, we started the week in the SPX at 53.44 and ended up at 55.54. So we were up quite a bit just over the last week. And then year to date, let's see where we are year to date in the S&P. Looks like we're up right now about 15 or 16% at 55.54. We started the year at 47.43, so up quite a bit this year. If we look at the forward PE right now in the S&P, let's look at the FactSet earnings report. You can see right here the 12-month PE for the S&P 500 is 21. So that's above the 10-year average of 17.9. So quite a bit higher than normal. So we're still pretty aggressively priced right now in the market. Earnings growth for Q2 so far is 10.9%. So pretty good numbers year to date. And then if we go to page 14 on this, and this is free, guys. You can just go to FactSet earnings report. Actually, page 15, you can look at the Q3 numbers that are expected, 5.2% for earnings growth and 4.9% for revenue growth, and then increasing next quarter, Q4, 15% earnings growth and 5% revenue growth. Calendar year 2024 is 10.1% and 5%, and then for 2025, 15% and 6%. So all really good numbers going forward. And if we look at the different sectors, first of all, look at the S&P 500, 16% year to date. And then everything is up. Communication services, financials are all up big. Technology's back up. It was down last week, up this week. Industrials, 11%. So everything's doing well. And the fear and greed index, people aren't too fearful right now. It's at 30. Or aren't too greedy right now. It's at 35. So there is quite a bit of fear still in the market right now. Then if we look at some of the economic news that has come out. So last week we had PPI numbers that came out, and 2.2%. We had 0.3, so a little bit higher. 0.2 was expected on the core PPI, and then CPI was 0.2 as expected. And then we had jobless claims that came in at 227 versus 234. So very good last week. And that was the reason for the jump in the market. And then this week, not too much going on, but we do have some GDP numbers. Or let's see. We do have actually this week, this Friday is the Jackson Hole talk. So that's the big one. That's when the Fed's going to talk about how much he's going to cut rates. And if you look right now, in September, there's a 75% chance baked in of a rate cut coming. It looks like just a quarter point in September, but it could. Some people are saying a half, but we're looking. I think it's going to be a quarter, and then continuing November, another quarter possibly, and then December. Continuing down to 4.25 to 4.5, a better chance, 42% chance in December, and then rate cuts just coming through next year. Okay, guys, AMD is the first one that we've got. I've got on an iron condor, $15 wide on the put side, and looks like $20 wide on the call side. Interesting. Don't know how that happened, but let's look and see. We've got 135 to 160 is where we are profitable, and we're at 148 right now. So I did adjust down. We had a big move down in AMD. I love this stock long term, but we had a big move down. So we're at 148 right now. My target price is 200, so I'm going to stay long with that. Well, actually, I'm neutral, but I don't think things are going to skyrocket up right now. So I did on an up day throw on a call credit spread as well. But again, I'm long. I'll probably move into put credit spreads. I may take off the call next week. We'll see. But I did have that on, so leaving it on. Hopefully, it stays in the range. Amazon. I am long Amazon. It's at 177 right now, and you can see that as long as we're above this, 169, I'm profitable. So we've got some room, and we got $158 on this $5 or $10 wide put credit spread left to collect in Amazon. They beat earnings on August 1st, and my target is 225. They're the king of AI and shopping. We had retail numbers come out last week, so they did move up just last week. You can see right here. So I'm definitely long Amazon going forward. Avago, Broadcom, 155, 150. I'm long again. Put credit spread in Broadcom. My target's 180. It's at 165 right now. Coinbase, I've got both sides on. I'm actually long, all the way up to, $300 range. I'm a believer in crypto and regulation, and the ETFs now are allowing, there's more crypto, more Bitcoin being allowed. So I'm at the bottom end of my range, but I'm trading between that range in coin. And this is the range that it's been. It's at the lower end right now, so I'm actually glad I've got on that call credit spread. But I like to stay neutral where I can, and it looks like just in the last 30 days we've made 130 bucks in Coinbase. DraftKings, we've done well over time. It's had a move up this week, a big move up. Yeah, it was way down here at 29, but I'm long DraftKings up to 50, and we've got a leaps option on, and then I sell calls against it, so poor man's covered call. And just in the last 30 days, we've made 270, and over 1,000 in the last year, 2850 in the last year in DraftKings. So it's been doing well with us for us, and with the poor man's covered calls and the leaps. Gold, I'm in between 220, 225. I'm actually got one here to put on and collect 340 next week. It's got high IVR at 84, and it's trading at 231. I think it's the top end. Yes, the top end of the range. But I'm going to look to throw on another Iron Condor because the IVR is so high, and then that would extend my profit zone. And this is going to be in September as well. So that's what I'm looking to do in gold. I think it's going to stay in that range, trade between that range. IWM, the Russell, as long as we're not entering a recession and the numbers were good last week, then the Russell should do well with those interest rates coming. And it's moved up a little, and it's been trading between this range. It's right in the middle of it right now. So I like the Russell going forward and am long. And actually, I've got both sides on right now, so neutral. Iron Condor. Micron, this one I know I'm long. It's got a target of, it's huge. I mean, you look on Yahoo Finance, everybody loves Micron. All the analysts are for it. It's trading at 107 right now, and I've got the 95.80 put credit spread, and then a leaps option with a call sold against it. So I am definitely a long Micron, and just in the last 30 days, on the move up, we've made $874. So it's done really well on this move up. But I love Micron going forward, and see if they have anything forecast. Yeah, all the analysts have it a buy, And the price target for Micron, mine is 161, so quite a bit higher, almost double where it's at right now. And their financials are great as well in Micron. Netflix, Iron Condors. We've been killing it with that Iron Condors in Netflix. Last 30 days, $294. So it's been trading between that range and staying within that range. I like it. I'm going to keep trading Iron Condors. I've got two sets on right here, the 615, 625 put credit spread and the 700, 710 call credit spread. NVIDIA, 95, 105 put credit spread. So I'm long NVIDIA right here, and it's starting to move up, trend up. It's the big AI stock. My target's 140. We're still below that. NVIDIA's done well for us. Last 30 days, $248. So it's making good money. Palantir, same, AI software. I've got the Leaps option out more than a year, 516 days, and then I sold the 29 call, which we already surpassed. I'm waiting for a down day, and then I'll take that off if we get any down day. It's been straight up lately in Palantir, but it's you see the Bollinger Bands here in the white, and it's at the top end. That shows that it's overbought. So I'm going to wait for it to come back down. It is at the top end of its range, but still, since we've got that Leaps option, it will more than cover what we're going to lose in the call. So I still make money as it goes up with the poor man's covered call, which is great. And in Palantir, we've done okay. $70 in the last 30 days, and over 1,000, but 1269 in the last year. So Palantir, we're going to stay long. SoFi has not done well, but did have a little bit of a move up last week. With the interest rates coming, that's when it's going to take off. So I've got those deep in the money calls. I've got 11, 13 of them right now. But SoFi, I'm a big believer and think it's going to do well long term. I've got some videos on that if you want to check them out. SOXL is the semiconductor 3 times bull market. So with the semis down right now, I thought, hey, I'd put on IVR's high. I put on an Iron Condor in the semis, looking for them to trade within a range, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm profitable down to 30 up to 52, and if you look at this range, we're right here. So that takes us down here where we've got support at 30 and 52. There's some resistance, so I'm looking forward to trade within that range. But let me know what your thoughts are on the semis. TLT and TMF, these are my hedges against the long positions. So bonds, as interest rates come down, these prices, the bonds will go up. The value of the TLT and the TMF will increase in price. And I've got deep in the money calls on both TLT and TMF kind of as a hedge, but hasn't worked out yet, but those interest rates are coming, so I suspect that they're going to do well going forward. Tesla, 185, 225, Iron Condor, we're getting up into the top end of that range, but we're still in the profit zone with Tesla. I'm going to stay neutral. It's at 216, IVR 32, and then Ulta. I've lost money in Ulta. I was long, and then it took a big hit following earnings. Their earnings beat, but the guidance was bad. So it took a big hit and came down. And then you can see right now, last week, it had to jump up. Everybody saw that. Warren Buffett saw it as a long, he saw it down way too far for such a great company, and he bought a lot of shares of Ulta, and that pumped it back up. But another reason to stay long Ulta, but I kept a little on, and I'm going to stay long. And then the last one, ExxonMobil, I like to trade this, 105 to 120. We're at the top end of that range right now, but still in the profit zone. And, it's continued to do well, 217 bucks just in the last month. So that is it for the trades. And then we've got some earnings, I'm sure, coming out next week. Quite a few. Let's see. Palo Alto Networks, Lowe's, we've got Target, TJ Maxx, so some retail coming up next week, and then Dollar Tree on the 22nd. So there's quite a few earnings plays next week. All right, guys, be sure and download the free options workshop in the link below. Remember to hit like and subscribe. Join Mumu, get your 15 free stocks. Leave a comment, ask a question. I answer every one. Let me know what you're trading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.